What's going on? What is happening? Thank you for joining us. I am, of course, Lak Sivrak, and this is the War Room here on the mothership. Where's the camera? I guess it's over there. But I look at myself, because why wouldn't I, motherfuckers? Thank you for joining us today. We will be doing an unboxing of a... hold on, I'm stretching. I hurt myself. We will be doing an unboxing of some obscure Lak Sivrak memorabilia. We went through some, not close up, but we all saw some cards on the other movie. I thought I'd move the other video. I thought that we would move the camera over a little bit so you could see a few Britain's displays. These are vintage, 1972, 74, and 76, maybe? I can't remember. We'll get a closer look at those one day, if you so wish. Shout out to Acro Dave and Blue Harvest and Kieran Ball. I hope you're doing out there. And, of course, Lobot and Rozav. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. But I think all of them are some old school Britain's fans. You know, I have one or two that are made in China. Blech. But most all of these, especially all the horses, are all made in England. The real deal. This episode is brought to you by My Baby and Yours Copenhagen Snuff. It satisfies since 1822. You can see that this season's commemorative lid has now been changed back to... This is the original lid from when I was a kid. But this is fresh. You always check your... Hold on, I'm on the wrong side of the thing. Always check your date. Always check your date. But let's have a chew. A dip. My dad always called it a dip. A lot of people still call it a chew, but I call it a dip. We also used to do, not my dad, but a bunch of the savage natives who raised me. We used to do McChrystal's mentholated snuff, the actual powder. And you put it on your hand and go... And that's probably why when I wake up in the morning and sometimes late at evening, y'all are always hearing me going... You know, I also had my nose broke quite a few times when I was young. I was a Golden Gloves boxer for like, I don't know, 14, 15 years. That was pretty good. I mean, I got the fuck beat out of me, but I beat a lot of fucking asses too, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so this episode is brought to you by my fucking amazingness, I guess. Let's get right into this box. Hey, shout out to Darth Blaze. I found this at my local Tractor Supply in the little bin where shit's on sale. It was like $7. It's a fucking old timer with a fucking lock back. Why would I not buy that for $7? Matter of fact, I think I bought at least two because I put a box together for my brother Henry, who my son's named after, but I've yet to send it. But anyway, look, I got this. My address is not on here at all. I took it off. But I did get this from eBay. So let's check out a bit more obscure vintage Star Wars, because the year right now is 2024, motherfuckers. Vintage Star Wars Lak Sivrak memorabilia. Now, I did not have this as a kid, but I did have quite a bit of these same types of things. So I will not be taking this off of card in any way. This is totally a display piece. It's not in the greatest of shape, but I got it for a really good price. At least about $25 less than anybody else was trying to sell the same thing. But so, hey, anyway, from Galoob, Battle Pack number 12, Star Wars Action Fleet. I couldn't remember. The other day we were talking about the Micro Galaxy Squadron, and we're talking about all those, and I couldn't remember what the fuck. Action Fleet. Action Fleet. There you are. There you are, Left Coast. How you doing, baby? So, of course, if y'all haven't already seen, right here This is the entire reason for buying this pack. Let me get my face out of the way so maybe it'll focus. And I'll try to get the glare off. Look at that motherfucker right there. Who is that? Who is that? Who could that be? Why, it's me. This is great. So, yeah. So, Battle Packs number 12. This is called the Cantinas, Smugglers, and Spies. With posable figures. So, yeah, so some obscure. And I will, just to confirm, you can see right there, Lak Sivrak. Right there, baby. Lak Sivrak, Shavestein Wolfman. I will read this for you. Now, I think it's Shestevan, but if you look real hard, there are different spellings. One has it's like V-A-N-E-N, but some of them it's V-A-N-I-E-N. So, yet just another thing that George Lucas couldn't fucking decide on. So, Lak Sivrak, Shavestein Wolfman, and former Imperial scout and hunter who joins the Rebel Alliance in Mos Eisley. He is killed in the attack on the second Death Star. So fairly sure, obviously, I faked my death. But here, this is how sexy I look in my X-Wing pilot outfit. First of all, it never made sense. This guy is a hunter and a tracker. This is a ground man. You wouldn't put him in an X-Wing. You wouldn't put him in an X-Wing. You'd have this motherfucker down there cutting throats with the fucking Ewoks. So that makes no sense. And I am the definitive owner of Lak Sivrak. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. All this legal jargon or whatever. I am Lak Sivrak. I am him. He is me. And if you have a problem with it, fucking come down to the mothership and let's fucking tussle, goddammit. George Lucas, I'm looking at you, cocksucker. That would stomp your fucking shit into a mud hole, son. Anyway, I'm not that upset. That's people, Oh, shout out to the Sarlacc Digest. I just watched Scott. He had a premiere today on his tank. And me and Darth Moocher were like the only people in the chat. But Darth Moocher, it was great talking to you, man. I haven't been staying up late enough to catch the digest, so my apologies on that. But y'all are great, and I love y'all. And anybody else who doesn't go watch the Sarlacc Digest, like, you know, a bunch of fucking dudes talking about Star Wars. Like, everybody I know, everybody in the comments, like, we all should be there, right? So yeah, I'm gonna give y'all. This won't be a very long video. I know Kat's about to go live on her puzzle stream in probably about now, but I'll be a little bit late. But yeah, I'll give you a little look. We got the let's see, this is I don't know how many times the devil guy gets a name, but he does have one here. Because usually it just says Deveronian on stuff, but La Brea? Is his name La Brea? I mean, I don't read terribly. Better than the junk man. But, you know, sometimes it's hard to tell with Star Wars shit, you know what I mean? Each new action scale replica from the Star Wars action fleet is loaded with cool movable features. Just their legs bend. Their legs bend, that's it. And their legs are connected, so it's really just movable feature. Continue the epic adventure with Star Wars action fleet, and may the Force be with you. This is from 1997, so this is 1997, that's fucking vintage, Mark. Sorry. Sorry. Vintage Star Wars. Vintage Star Wars. All same vintage Star Wars now. Now, you can call that original vintage. You can call that vintage 77 or 83 or whatever, you know. But, anyway, this is a very cool pack. So we got the Deveronian, we got the Duros, we got Lak Sivrak, we got Rick from West Coast Graphics. We got the guy who trained this is the doctor, I guess, from Andor with a face mask on. Here's the bartender. I can't remember this guy's name. Archon. I'll show you the back of these. And then we have Advosec. They certainly weren't worried about plastic back then, huh? You could squeeze fucking 12 more goddamn figures in this sumbitch. We'll give you a look character to character. There's Rick at left coast. There's that guy, this guy right here, this guy, that guy. And then, we don't serve your kind here. And then I don't remember, we see this, the forearm guy, I think he just kind of turns, he just turns and looks, right? When that other guy's smoking his jib and his cigarette tip. And then, of course, you have the Deveronian, and then we have this scary looking motherfucker. So real quick, I'll give you, if you want to read, Pause for the Cause. Speaking of Pause for the Cause, shout out to you, Captain Spaulding. I haven't heard from you in a little while. I haven't seen a video drop. I hope you're doing all right. So I'll let y'all have enough time to fucking pause and read this as we go down. Wuhar, Duros, that dude and that dude. And then, of course, the reason we're all here, Lak Sivrak. So that's very cool. It's, but yeah, this will be just a display piece. Probably not in here, as I want to move all of my Lak Sivrak stuff inside to the mothership. Inside the main galley. But yeah, I hope everybody likes this little blast from the 1997 past. Very cool. Very cool. Right on. All right. Well, cool. I have been Lak Sivrak, and I will continue to be. Whether I'm represented in the Action Fleet or in the Power of the Force 2, or in my jaunty X-Wing fighter pilot outfit. Rebel General Lak Sivrak. Disco Lak. With his fucking rhinestones down the side of his shit. That's obviously a Lobot with a General Lando cape. But that, I mean, that looks pretty fucking cool. I don't like how it goes around his neck. I can fix that at some point. I've been meaning to show y'all. Some people may have seen this custom. I do want to show it real quick. But this is my Hoth. This is my Hoth Lak Sivrak. And he went together very well, I think. There's not a gap on this motherfucker. So yeah. My Hoth Lak Sivrak. Ooh. On Tauntaun. So right on. I hope y'all enjoy that. That's probably, I go back and forth from all my favorites, but that is probably one of my favorite customs I've done so far. It's just, you know, anyway. So hey, this has been Lak Sivrak. I hope y'all enjoyed this shorter video. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna get in there and see what Kat and Rolando and Michael Reed and whoever else shows up. Probably Ricardo will be in the chat. But anyway, hey, I think I've got maybe one or two. I got one or two more Lak Sivrak, obscure Lak Sivrak memorabilia is coming. Again, if anybody knows of any other memorabilia that I'm not aware of, I'm still trying to get that Gentle Giant bust. The only problem, you know, I should have fucking bought it a year ago when it was $99. Now it's fucking $200. Well, I found one for $199, but I found some other ones for $299. Like, I can't do that. I can't do that. Even when I was flush with money, like sometimes I have a hard time spending shit like that on things like that. You know what I mean? That's one of the reasons why I collect Power of the Force too. You know what I mean? There's Anakin right there in the flashback. That's a fucking awesome one. Anyway, I appreciate everybody and love and respect, and I hope everybody's doing all right. Please like, share, and subscribe. I don't know how 50 people can watch this and fucking get 13 likes. You'd think that like those 40-something people who keep watching them but not liking them, do you think they would just stop watching? So I don't get it. But Anyway, congratulations to you, Darth Blaze, on your enormous view count on your newest video, your favorite figures of 2023. Awesome. That's very cool. Y'all check out my Vader's TIE Fighter Advanced custom paint job in my last video. Defiance Actions, Sarlacc Digest, and Demon's Row. So check all that out if you want. Anyway, it's been real, and it's been fun, and it will continue to be as long as you show up. And if you don't show up, motherfucker, I'll talk to myself in this cocksucker. I don't give a shit. But yeah, Lak Sivrak, Action Fleet, 1997. This is really cool. This is really cool. And talk about obscurity. The king of obscure. That's me. Alright, well, I'm going to get in here and see what Kat and them are doing. One love, baby. It's been real. Camera's right there. But I'm trained to look into people's eyes when I talk. And the only other person in this room is me. So the only pair of eyes is right there. So I look at that. I don't know. Anyway, on the Basi.